All praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakahakwadash. Next, I want to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Lord's elect. To my left here is Steve Ram over there on YouTube. Fair use, fair use.
Coverage on this, and they're saying that the conditions are not very good. But regardless of what the case is, be sure to say a prayer for our troops that are fighting to keep us safe right now. Let's go ahead and take a look here at some.
No, we ain't praying for them troops, man. A sword is upon her mighty men. Let's get that. Jeremiah 50 and verse 35. Let's go verse 35. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, you top wicked elite banking families, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, America, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. You see, a sword is upon their horses and upon their chariots and upon all the mingled people that are in the midst of her, and they shall become as women. A sword is upon her treasures, and they shall be robbed. A drought is upon her waters, and they shall be dried up. For it is the land of graven images, and they are mad upon their idols. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi getting ready to destroy this place.
More video footage that's coming out from NBC News.
Welcome to Meet the Press Now. I'm Kristen Welker in Washington, where the cost.
Oh, 1 second here. Let me go ahead and put that on 1 speed, not 2 speed, so that way we can actually understand what they're saying here. 1 second. Sorry about that.
Welcome to Meet the Press Now. I'm Kristen Welker in Washington, where the cost of President Trump's war against Iran is growing politically, militarily, and economically. This afternoon, President Trump addressing for the first time criticism and concern.
You about to see the devil at work.
Over poor conditions and fading morale on board the USS Abraham Lincoln, which has been deployed since December, with 5,000 sailors and Marines on board.
Family members of U.S. service members are concerned about the conditions on board the USS Lincoln.
Well, no, that ship is moving. No, they're not. That ship is moving right now, or very shortly, and it's being replaced with another very similar ship.
Has the deployment gone on too long?
No. Not nearly long enough.
It comes after Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth similarly disputed reports about problems aboard U.S. ships deployed in the war against Iran.
Completely misrepresented. Listen, we make sure that every ship, every crew, every captain has everything we can provide them at every single moment. And so to that crew and to all those crew.
I'm gonna pause it. That's a lie. Let's get this. Psalms 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb, and the wicked is a so-called white man, Esau, Edom. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. You see, there is no way that everything will be okay when you got people willfully looking into that ocean, which is a mighty work of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is why you should fear the Heavenly Father, and to jump in the sea, the roaring sea. You crazy. It's not all okay. Again, Psalms 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. You see, this is just MAGA. This is MAGA doing what he does best. We sick of you devils, man. Bear with me. All you devils do is lie, and we sick of it. We can't wait until Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi judge you devils, man. What does MAGA mean in Latin? In Latin, the word MAGA is a feminine noun that translates to sorceress, witch, or feminine or female magician or magician. You see, they play in you people's faces every single day. All these enchantments, man. Let's get that. Isaiah 47, man. The Lord says, stand down, man. Isaiah 47 and verse 12. Stand down with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail. You see, thou art wearied, y'all tired, in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. The Lord's getting ready to destroy this place. Babylon the Great is through, man. It's finished. Salakia. Curtains, it's cooked. You devils have nothing left to do but to bring the sword, come down with that great wrath, and try to implement your wicked demonic NWO, which consists of putting RFID microchip in people, which is the mark of the beast. You devils have no other choice, man. You see, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi got you devils in a trick bag. Y'all look like fools. Isaiah 44 and verse 25, that frustrated the tokens of liars, and maketh diviners mad, that turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish. NLT, I expose the false prophets as liars, and make fools of fortune tellers. I cause the wise to give bad advice, thus proving them to be fools. You see, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is stripping the wisdom from the so-called white man because he gave it to you. You devils are the bases of men. In Psalm 75, the Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi said, lift not up the horn, man. Y'all have striven against the Lord, so the Lord got you devils in the trick bag. Jeremiah 50, and it ain't nothing you could do. It ain't nothing you could do to stop it. You could kill a prophet. You can come down with that great wrath of that sword with your false accusations, however you say it. It ain't going to work. The counsel of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is going to stand sure. This place is getting ready to be destroyed. Bring that chip. Jeremiah 50 verse 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, O America, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi, Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. But this is the work of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, power of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. Again, stand now with thine enchantments, man. Verse 27, slay all her bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. You see, all your men of war, man, y'all are going. Verse 30, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, power of hosts, for thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him, nuclear fire that destroying wind. See, when the Lord's done sealing his elect, and when you devils fulfill prophecy, that wind is going to overtake you devils, and you rebellious Israelites, and you heathen. Thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the elect, you see, were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. All you heathen have conspired together to hide our heritage from us, to keep it from us. But the Lord has returned unto us, man. Their Redeemer is strong. He's a Redeemer of the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon, man. Jeremiah 51, this is the Lord pleading our cause. The water Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see? And the Lord's only going to, salvation is for the Lord's elect. As long as you devils don't win, and you're not. It's written, you devils are fallen. It's a beautiful thing to see. Jeremiah 51 and verse 35, the violence done to me and to my flesh be upon Babylon, America, shall the inhabitant of Zion say, and my blood upon the inhabitants of Chaldea shall Jerusalem say. Therefore thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, behold, I will plead thy cause and take vengeance for thee, and I will dry up her sea and make her springs dry. In Babylon, America shall become a heaps, a dwelling place for dragons and astonishment, and in hissing without an inhabitant. That's what's getting ready to happen to this place. The Lord's going to leave it as a memorial, all of it. Revelation 18 and verse 2, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great, America, is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Look, man, you Israelites, y'all better repent, man. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi ain't playing. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi ain't playing. Habakkuk 1. O Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear? Even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save. Why dost thou show me iniquity, and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work a work in your days, which ye will not believe, though it be told you the Lord getting ready to work that work. How are the things of Esau searched out, the so-called white man? You caught, man. You found and you caught, man. Jeremiah 49 and verse 7, concerning Edom, thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep. O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. The Lord's getting ready to visit you devils, man. It's going to be horrible.
We're going to do everything we can for you, and we are so grateful.
Look, y'all full of shit, man. Excuse my French, man. There's no way. You say, get up, MAGA, the magicians, man. The big bowl of witchcraft. And the scriptures of Yahawashi say, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. The Lord's getting ready to burn you devils, man. That day that's going to burn as an oven. This is the counsel of Yahawashi. Y'all drunk. What is that? Jeremiah 51 and verse 57. And I will make drunk her princes and her wise men, her captains and her rulers and her mighty men, and they shall sleep a perpetual sleep and not wake, saith the king, whose name is Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts. Thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, the broad walls of Babylon shall be utterly broken, and her high gates shall be burned with fire, and the people shall labor in vain, and the folk in the fire, and they shall be weary. You see, y'all drunk. This is Yahawah. This is the work of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Where are thy wise men? Let them tell thee now what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has purposed upon Egypt. America is spiritually known as Egypt, the house of bondage for the children of Israel. You see? Yeah, the Lord has to return unto us. You devils are through. Bring that sword. That's all you got left, man. Bring the sword. Place completely wicked, and y'all some unrighteous, treacherous dealers, man. And the Lord's going to deal with you devils. We just here to tell you. We just here to tell you. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let me get this. Bear with me. Sirach 25 and verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy. In the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. You see? And we're seeing it. We're seeing it. And we're rejoicing over you, man. Because Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is pleading our cause and taking vengeance for his elect. Lord's will be of that hopeful elect number. But if not, you devils don't win. Rejoice over her, man. Rejoice over her. This is the work of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Y'all got nothing left to do. Bring the sword, man. That's all y'all got left is the sword. Revelation 18 and verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostle and prophets, for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi hath avenged you on her. You see? Luke 18 and verse 7. And shall not Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you, he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi cometh, the Son of Man, Yahawashi cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? And yes, it's going to be with his elect. The remnant of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because this devil about to bring the sword. And it's really his judgment from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And if you don't have that covering of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you're going to bow the knee to the image of Baal, to these devils. You're going to consent to taking that chip. But Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi said, they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. We know you devils are coming. Bring the sword, man, because when you make your move, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi going to make his move. You're not killing all the prophets this time. You're not killing all the prophets this time, and you're not killing all the Lord's people this time. Isaiah 59 and verse 19, so shall they fear the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall lift up a standard against him, and with the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. This is the finger of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. He's making you devils drunk. He's taking the wisdom. You never had it. You're the bases of men, man. Let's get that. Just like Nebuchadnezzar. You devils are through, man. Y'all going back to who you are, the bases of men. Daniel 4 and verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. That's you so-called white people. You're base men. Children of fools, man. Let's get that. Job 30 and verse 8. They were children of fools. Yea, children of base men. They were violent in the earth. And now am I their song. Yea, I am they, their byword. They abhor me, They flee far from me, and spared not to spit in my face. But Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has returned unto us. You see? Calling us niggas, spicks, wetbacks, all that, all this BS, man. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with, man. Isaiah 61 and verse 2. To proclaim the acceptable year of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi in the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, you see, to all who mourn in Israel. You devils are through, man.
For their dedication of that crew and others, they've held the line for the country, and they've done a fantastic job.
And yet, here's what one mother whose son is serving on the USS Lincoln told NBC News.
You definitely see a change in his overall mental health. And where he had been very positive, it started getting very dark. He describes the overall experience as a scene out of the American Horror Story.
And if they don't care, they don't even care about their own military. What the hell you think they care about, you everyday Babylonians? They don't. Isaiah 19 and verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians, America is spiritually known as Egypt, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight, everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. This is the finger of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. And they shall seek to the idols. Do you see? They're seeking to AI, and to the charmers, MAGA, Trump, Pete Heck shit, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Egyptians, you Babylonians, will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord. That gotta be Emperor Trump. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts. You see, surely the princes of Zoan are fools. Modern day Zoan is Washington, D.C. The council of the wise counselors of pharaohs become brutish. Pharaoh is just a title. The modern day pharaohs, Esau, Edom, the so-called white men, top banking families. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings? Where are they? Where are thy wise men? And let them and tell thee now, and let them know what Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts has purposed upon Egypt, America. The princes of Zoan are become fools. The princes of Noph are deceived. They have also seduced Egypt, even they that are the stay of the tribes thereof. NLT, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has sent a spirit of foolishness on them. So all their suggestions are wrong. They cause Egypt to stagger like a drunk in his vomit. And that's exactly what this devil's been doing. Y'all through. Y'all through, man. Let's finish it off. Jeremiah 25 and verse 27. Y'all gonna drink this cup. NLT, then Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi said to me, now tell them, this is what the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of heaven's armies, the God of Israel, says, drink from this cup of my anger, get drunk and vomit, fall to rise no more. For I am sending terrible wars against you. See, this is Yahawah, this is the finger of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. See, the Lord's words are going to stand true. Zephaniah 3 and verse 8. Slakia, therefore wait ye upon me, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. And why is the Lord jealous? He's jealous for his land and for his people. Deuteronomy 32 and verse 43. Slakia. Rejoice, O ye nations, with his people. For he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. You see, y'all took it too far. You see, y'all took it too far. NLT, but I am very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security. I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations inflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions. Y'all ain't thinking that latter end. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, and thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. See? Lord, smoking you devils with madness. Look at you red devils, man. That's Esau right there. Through. Shalom.